Congratulations for taking the first step to solving your slow money blues. My name is Doug, retired U.S. Marine and two-time combat veteran turned entrepreneur at your service. Today's episode is What's Love Got to Do with It? Our episode will drop this Wednesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on all digital platforms. But if you're tuning in live, thank you so much for joining us. Hey, we're super excited because we are in season 5. Man, I'm super excited about what we got planned and what we're going to be doing for this upcoming season. If you have any questions, like always, you're a first-time listener, visit slowmoneyblues.com and click on Ask Doug or send me your question on IG, Facebook, or Twitter using hashtag SlowMoneyBlues. I'm going to go ahead and take a seat real quick, and we're going to hop into this episode today. And we are going to have a lot of fun. So you may be asking yourself, hey, Doug, what are we bringing to the table today? What are we talking about? That's a great question. We are talking about 3 ways to keep your love account full. But before we hop into the episode, we have 2 questions. Did you do last week's homework? Hopefully you did. Because this is super important. In fact, for the beginning of season 5, we've been really talking about relationships, and it's fitting that we actually continue to talk about that. And on the other side of Valentine's Day, we will actually start talking about one of my favorite things to talk about, which is MONEY. So last week's homework was simple. Terminate any toxic relationship, no matter the cost. But I will tell you, there is a cost when you terminate an unhealthy relationship. You get better and you get healthier. Yay for you, yay for me, yay for us. Okay, did you say your morning mantra? If you didn't, it's okay. This is the perfect time for you to say it. So let's say it together. Say, I, state your full name, take 100% responsibility and accountability for my decisions and actions. I refuse to blame others. If I do, I give away all of my power, authority, and power given to me by God. Each time I say that was easy, I get wired up, fired up, and ready to go. Because the things we're in control of, we're in control of, and the things that we're not in control of, we're not in control of. So who are our sponsors? It's the same sponsors, and I'm so excited because we're going to be bringing on new sponsors, and we're updating our website. And you'll be able to see all of our sponsors and take full advantage of all of their offerings probably within the next couple of weeks. So I'm super stoked and excited about that. So Linky.com, who has been with us all of 22 and coming into 2023. If you're a solopreneur, dadpreneur, mompreneur, if you're a promoter, event planner, if you need to get the word out about a new ebook or product launch, Linky.com is the platform for you. Go to linky.com, sign up for a free account. You get access to all the bells and whistles for 7 full days. And the best part, there is no credit card required. So go to Linky.com, LIINKY, and get started today. Now, if you want to see what an example looks like, go to linky.com/slowmoneyblues. We are in 2023. In fact, if I'm looking at my calendar, it's actually February the 14th, Lover's Day, 2023. And people are still suffering because they have a digital dilemma. If that's you, I want you to go over to bignetdomain.com, where the net just got bigger. And I want you to go ahead and purchase yourself a domain name. If you don't know what a domain name is, it's that thing. It's the word before the .com, the .us, the .tv, the .network, the .club, the .xyz, the .123. If you purchase a domain name today, you will receive 1 year of free hosting. Also, use promo code BIGNET upon checkout, and you receive a 10% savings. Woohoo for you. Also, if you need email marketing, you need e-commerce, or you need a phenomenal website with great tech support, go there right now and they will hook you up. Now listen, the best part about this is they're open 365 days a year. They never close, so they always have great tech support to walk you through your digital dilemma. This is today's question. Since it is Lover's Day, Valentine's Day, are you a loving person? Yes, no, or of course. In 1984, Tina Turner recorded What's Love Got to Do with It? It was so popular that in 1985, it won Grammys for Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. It seems love has a lot to do with it, or does it? Let's get personal. Today is Valentine's Day, and many will buy jewelry, chocolate, cards, flowers, and other gifts to demonstrate how much they love or we love someone. But is there a better way? Well, that's why you're tuning in right now. And today we're talking about 3 ways to keep your love account full. I like to use it like use terminology like in line with money and a bank account, because everyone knows that if you've ever gone to make a purchase and you slipped your debit card in when you were checking out, or if you use your smart device, which is in your wallet, for all of you techies, because I'm one of them too, and you attempted to make a purchase and your card was declined, chances are you had insufficient funds. Now, there's only one way for us to have insufficient funds in our bank accounts as well as in our relationships, is when you have insufficient funds, which means you haven't made enough deposits. So we're going to be talking about 3 ways to keep your love account full. Love was not made to be an island. And what am I saying? I am simply saying that if you are in a relationship with someone and you declare that you love them, you must share your love. Now, what are we doing today? Well, I just talked about today we're sharing our love with what? Tangible gifts. People are getting flowers. People are getting cards. People are getting chocolate. People are getting jewelry. Some people are getting trips. They're getting cars. They're getting money. They are getting stuff, because when you genuinely love someone, right, and you want to keep your love account full with them, you need to make a deposit into them. And by showing them and by providing them and giving them little tiny gifts, right, you're actually depositing some love coins into their account, right? You're depositing some love dollars. You're depositing some love crypto into their account. And guess what? They're like, yay! And they're like, oh, this person must really love me. Because when you love someone, and if you want to keep that love account full, what you want to do is you want to share the love. Now, I also said that we buy cards. And cards really are words of expression. And sometimes we actually call them poems or letters, or maybe even people have written songs to people. Think about this for a minute. I said that Tina Turner wrote this song in 1984, and it was like a number 1 selling, it was on the pop charts, and it was in the top 100. It was on a Billboard. It was number 1 in Canada, number 1 in Australia, number 1 in the US, because she was expressing, right, love through words, through song. In other words, she didn't just think about it, she actually said it. Now, the way that I typically do that with my baby is I buy her a card, right? I won't buy her 1 card, I'll buy her like a couple of cards, right? And then, of course, for my other little princess warriors, and you know who you are, you know daddy still loves you, I get them cards too. I get them little teddy bears and chocolate and all types of stuff. And then guess what else? I typically take my sweetie pie out to dinner, and we celebrate, and we just love on each other, and we reflect and we reminisce. So you say it. If you want to keep your love account full, 1, share it. 2, say it. I don't even know how often I say to my queen, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. But it's not just enough to say that you love. You have to share your love. You have to say it, your love. And then you have to do this most important thing. You must do it. Now, by doing it, that really means like you're physically doing something for the other person. I'm going to tell you a secret about how to keep your love account full. Find out what it is that your partner loves the most and always do it for them. My queen loves me to serve her. So I open the door for her. I cook for her. I know she likes to go. I like to take her out. I'll even shop for her and buy clothes for her, because to her, that is like her love language. And because that's her love language, you know what? I'm like, hey, I need to find out how to speak her love language. If her love language is like, and there's a popular there's a popular teaching and training. I can't remember the author's name, but it talks about the 5 love languages. And it probably would do you well to find out what your partner's love language is, so you can actually lavish that upon them. And I promise you, you'll never have insufficient funds if you do that. But if you don't, let's just say, for example, their love language is gifts, and you keep giving them words of affirmation, they're going to be like, boo! It's because you really not listening to them, right? And you're really ignoring. You're going to start running these things called deficits. And when you go to make a withdrawal from your love account with your partner, they're going to be like, insufficient funds. There's nothing here for you. Okay. So you want to share it, you want to say it, you want to do it. And the best way to do all of those things really is to be engaged with your partner. I'm going to talk on a pivot just a little bit. So we're talking about share it, we talk about say it, we talk about do it. And this is the thing. In the song with Tina Turner, she says, "What's love got to do with it? It's nothing more than a secondhand emotion," is what she's saying. Like, love is an emotion, but actually love is not an emotion. Love can be demonstrated. It can be seen. It is tangible, right? It can be felt, which of course we would say it's an emotion, right? But this is the deal. If you're not sowing love, then what are you sowing, right? And you're only going to be able to get back what you put in. So as often as you can, I want you, when keeping your love account full, share it. I want you to say it, and I want you to do it. And more importantly, I really want you to mean it. So for Lover's Day, if you want to keep your account full, do those 3 things that I just said. And I promise you, your love account will be full. Also, why don't you just go ahead and, you can even do it right now. You can say it on social media if you want to. I challenge you to do this. Say it on social media. Send them a text. You know what I'm saying? There's always technology, but there's nothing like, oh, I'm sorry. You can give them a hug too. Oh, and you can give them a big smack or a big kiss if you want to as well too. I promise you, all of these little things will keep your love account so full. And every time you make a withdrawal, it'll just come back to you in hearts. Now, what are our major takeaways for today? Love is giving someone permission to be themselves and not who you want them to be. Please do remember that. If you have been in a relationship for, say, 5+ years, and if you know that your partner is changing, I'm going to give you a little bit of wisdom here. Over or during the course of your life and when you're in a relationship, you should expect your partner to change. They're not going to be the same person that you met, because life moves forward, right? It does. And so if you expect them to be this person that you met when you were in your teens or in your 20s or in your 30s, and now you're in your 20s or your 30s or your 40s or even your 50s, I would find that very odd if they were the same person. Their personality may be the same, but what changes really is what's important to them. And also, you should expect that to occur in your own life. Now, understanding this will also make sure that your love account stays full. I'm going to say it again. Our major takeaway is love is giving someone permission to be themselves and not who you want them to be. So what is your homework for this week? That's a great question. Thank you for asking. Keep your love account full by making frequent deposits. And the best deposit that you can make is find out how your partner wants to and needs to be loved. So what did we talk about today? We talked about 3 ways to keep your love account full. You have to do what? You have to share it, right? You have to say it. And then you have to do it. I hope that helps someone today in your relationship with the person that you say that you love the most. Until next time, I want you to continue to build, launch, and grow your own personal freedom success system. And I won't see you at the top, but I will see you over the top. And I will see you next Tuesday. Bye.